Hey, so I just woke up on the 7th day after my surgery, and I thought that I would show you how my day's going and how my physio's going, because I get to go to physio today again. I did go last week for 2 days, and I thought that I would show you some of the exercises and how progress is kind of going so far. I mean, it hasn't gone very far because it's only been 7 days, but this is how my day starts out. I wake up. And one of the first things that I do is take some meds, and then I'm going to do some physio before I even get out of bed. So this is what my day looks like. Here we go. All right, so step one, take some meds because I don't want to be in too much pain. Now, I was taking meds, painkillers, I should say, about every 4 hours, but now I'm taking them in the morning and at night. So the pain has gotten better. So that's one good thing so far. The next thing is I have to stretch the opposite leg to make sure that everything keeps, stretching and nothing hurts. And this is what my physio told me to do. So this is what step one is before I even get out of bed. Here we go. So it starts with massaging the side, so it's not this side, but the other side. Here we go. And I do a set of 3 of these. And then I stretch. And now I'm going to repeat this 2 more times. There we go. So that's been stretched. Now I can get up. But before I get up, usually I use my massager kind of on my back a little bit, just for the simple reason that I've kind of just laid here like a vampire or like a mummy because I can't physically roll over because of my leg. So usually my back's just a little bit sore from legit not moving. So I'm just going to massage it a little bit before I get up. Okay, so that's the start of my day. Now, one thing the physio did suggest I do was to actually sleep with this bad leg like kind of up in the air to try and keep the knee above my heart. I just couldn't do it yet. I'm just so uncomfortable. I can't sleep right, so I just unfortunately can't do that one. And now the other thing, sorry, an itch. And now the other thing that I did read in the paperwork from the surgeon was another exercise to do potentially was to lift this leg straight like this and down again. I did try doing that a couple of days ago and there was no way. It hurt so much on my actual knee doing that. So I haven't attempted it yet. So let's see if I can do it today. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Still sorry. Got it off the bed about this far if you didn't notice. But that's something he said to work on as well. yeah, now I'm going to put my immobilizing brace back on because I'm not allowed to walk anywheres without it, along with I have to use crutches as well. So I'm going to put that back on now before I get up and then get dressed and start the rest of the day. I'll go downstairs and we'll do some more physio. All right, let's go. So the other thing, when it first happened last week, for me to get my leg like off the couch or off the bed or anything, I almost like I had a hard time literally lifting my leg because it actually hurt to do that. And now I have no problem doing this. I can lift my leg, move it around, do all that. I just can't physically lift it but without the use of my arm. And I could also lift my leg without the brace on as well and move it around. And again, that doesn't hurt, while before that hurt a lot. So things are definitely improving. Okay, here we go. Time to get up. Okay, I've made it downstairs. Let's get this brace off again. So what I'm gonna start doing is I need to eat because I gotta take more meds. If not, they could make me nauseous. Even my pain pills could potentially make me nauseous, but so far it hasn't been too bad. The first couple of days though, every time I took the pills and stuff, after like 20 minutes, my head, or what I felt like was like I was on a cruise ship or something where it was like wave pattern, or when you feel like super drunk all of a sudden and you're just like, whoa, kind of thing, you spins or wavy kind of concept. So that was a fun ride. Yep. So that I don't feel nauseous when I'm taking my pills, I have to eat. So the hubby made me a lovely smoothie. Okay, get this off. Now, when I go to physio today, I'm hoping that I can get him to remeasure the motion and movement of my legs. I've been doing the exercises that he told me to do. I got the list of everything. So I'm hoping there's been progress. So I take this little towel. This is what I mean, like I can't like physically just like lift my leg because it hurts. So I grab my ankle, lift my foot, put my foot down. That I couldn't really do easily, especially without my brace the first couple of days, because man, it hurt. All right, so what I have to do is I've got to try and bend my knee as far as I can and then relax. So this is to hopefully help me get more bend in my knee. The only problem I find is this bandage has a tendency to pull on my skin, and it stops, I think, the amount I'm capable of actually bending. So I don't go super far, but I'm hoping it's more than I was going after the first 2 days when I originally saw my physio. Okay, so I'm gonna do this 10 times. And then after I've done this 10 times, I'm going to pull down, grab my toes, pull them back, and stretch. And that's to stretch my calf because that was it's so tight. It's super tight. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do 3 sets. Here we go. this set of exercises. Now I'm on to the next set and the ice machine. So I'm gonna make my way over there. I don't really feel like putting this back on, so I'm not going to. Just throw that over there. There we go. All right, crutches. Here we go. Okay. And up. Okay, time to do the next set of exercises. Leg up here. Roll of towels. Stuff that under my knee. And what I gotta do is press down to activate this muscle and release. Press down and release. Left my phone. Phone. Yeah, so doing this with my leg originally, yeah, that wasn't fun. I could barely do that before. So, improvements. All right, I'm gonna do 5 sets of these, 5 at a time. And then after I'm done, I'm gonna put my leg up on here and I'm gonna set the timer for a minute and we're just gonna relax the leg. Okay, so here we go. We're pushing down with the knee into the couch to tighten this for 5 seconds and relax. Pushing down for 5 seconds and relax. We're gonna do this 5 times. We're gonna take a pause, and then we're gonna do another 5 times. For pushing down. And 5. So the idea of doing this is to help get this leg to be to get it to be straight like this, versus right now, when I first went to the physio, my knee was at a 10-degree angle, and that's as straight as it would go. So we need it to get like this, not like this. So this is why he's having me do this exercise. Here we go, down, so that I can get this first off strong. We want this to stay active or it will not be strong. We want it strong. And we need to get this leg to get nice and straight, because apparently you need that when you walk, because you walk with your leg straight, not bent. So that's why we need this to get straight again. Okay, so the next thing, I do that, and then I'm gonna do this one, my foot up here, and let it go.
One minute, and we're starting.
So
now.
all I'm doing right now is just letting my leg just relax. The idea again for this exercise is to try and get my leg as straight as possible. So apparently by doing this, it's relaxed. It's trying to straighten just all on its own, no pressure, no nothing. And I'm just gonna sit like this for 1 minute, and I'm gonna repeat this 3 times. And then in between, I'm gonna do that other exercise like you saw me doing before, just to give it a kind of a sort of one after the other kind of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna repeat this now 2 more times to make it 3 reps. Okay, here we go. that I've finished my exercises, I now need to actually ice my knee. So that's what this machine does, is it actually ices my knee. Not only that, but compresses it as well, all to help get the swelling out. Now this I have found to be so good for my knee. Like, it really, really helps it feel better, like a lot. So, and poor R2D2 gets a little workout when I do this, because I want my leg raised so that hopefully I can get as much swelling down as possible. So I'll show you the machine while I start it, and but first I'm going to get my leg up, so come to me because I'm not going to be able to reach afterwards. We'll see. Here, I'll just show you. So I'm going to start it, I'm going to turn it on. So here it is. So this is the machine. Cords. This is the machine. I'm going to press power. It's going to turn on. I wonder if you can see the screen. Okay, so this is pressure, this is time, this is temperature. So originally, we said it's set for number 4 setting. That's what they told me to use for the first 24 hours or something. And this one has 0 pressure, so no pressure whatsoever. And you actually have to have it set at 1 degree Celsius. And then it runs for 30 minutes. Then the next setting we used was 5. It includes a little bit of pressure. Again, 30 minutes, still 1 degree Celsius. Now I'm up to number 6, so as you can see, the pressure has increased, and I am supposed to set the temperature at 10 degrees as well. So what's going to happen is I'm going to press the start button, and the timer's going to start working, and the machine's actually going to start working. And if you wanted to see what I mean by ice, there's a little door back here, and when you open it, you can see it's full of ice. And so it also has water in it, because that's what actually circulates through the machine is the water, and the ice is there to cool the water. So that's there. We're going to press the start button. So now this pad here is actually starting to fill, and water is starting to circulate through it. I don't know if you can see, but no, probably not. But it's actually fattening up. It's kind of like when you get your pressure, your blood pressure, I believe, done with the cuffs on your arm. It's basically feeling just like that, just not quite as strong, but it's fully compressing and filling with little, filling up this whole pad here with water, and it's actually circulating through. So I'm gonna be staying here for a whole 30 minutes. Let me put you back. Okay, so we're gonna leave this on for the whole 30 minutes. The pressure is actually gonna fill and then release. Fill and then release to get the blood flow, I believe, and all the circulation and things going to keep the swelling down as much as possible. All right, so let's get my leg up on top of here. Poor guy's getting a workout. And we're just gonna throw this over here. Okay, now I'm just gonna relax for 30 minutes, let the machine do the work, and then we're gonna leave for physio. All right, see you in 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes is up. Ugh. Let me see. I don't know if you want to see this, but here we go anyways. As you can see, it now says 0, and it's no longer playing. I'm just going to press the off button, and that's it. All done. Now I'll take this off. As you can see, here, let me show you. don't know if you can see it, but it's all funny looking, like as if I don't know, like quilted my skin or something from the padding. So you can see where it's, I guess this is how it compresses all this like wires and stuff inside from the water. Anyways, now I'm off to physio. Okay, now I'm back from the physio. I had a shower, all these things, so it's a bit dark out, but whatever. He has given me more exercises to do on top of the ones that you already saw me doing. So we've added to it. So it sounds like I am progressing, so that's good. Now, he did measure how much my legs got straight, and originally I could only get it to like, say, instead of being fully straight, it was like still bent. And that bend was about 10 degrees, I guess, when he measured it. And now I'm at about 5 degrees. So that's improved. My legs gotten straighter. So that's good. Now the other thing he measured originally was how much my knee could actually bend, right? Like how far could I go? Again, I think the gauze or whatever, the waterproof bandage is still like giving me a bit of trouble bending fully. But at the same time, I also think it's still a little sore because it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt, but it didn't feel great either. But I could get it to about, what did he say? It was 55 degrees. So I was at about a 40-degree bend, and now I'm at 55. So that's another improvement. So that's good. So he then gave me more exercises to do. He is trying to work me up to not using 2 crutches anymore, to get down to using 1. So we will go over that again on Thursday to see if that's where I'm at. But I wasn't quite there yet. So again, still, I think it's pretty good improvement. So now I get to do all the exercises I was doing before, plus the ones that I'm about to show you now, on top of that. So yay, here we go. So what do we got? All right, the first one is I gotta do calf raises. So apparently I gotta do 10 of those. So he didn't give me any sets this time. I'm assuming he wants the same amount as the other one where it was 3 sets. So for each one of these. So the first one is, looks like calf raises. So I do this with my brace on. He suggested I have like a cabinet or something beside me to do it with, to give me stability, just in case I fall over. So I'm probably going to use the I can't think of the name, the fireplace here, to give me that stability. So first one is calf raises. I'm just gonna pull this up. Oh, it's falling down on me. My legs got less swelling in it, so my brace, let me say that again, is getting big. Come on. What, where you belong? There we go. Okay, so don't mind my hair, it's everywhere. I just washed it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab here, and I hope you can still see me, but basically it's just a matter of going up on my toes and back down again. Up on my toes, back down again. And I'm going to do it 10 times. So that's one set. The next thing he has me doing is to physically lean. So I need to like lean in one direction and then lean in the other direction to try, I guess. It's all for trying to get my legs stronger again. So now, how many of those did he suggest? This is why I had to write it down, because I would not remember everything he wanted. 10 again. All right, so I'm assuming that's 10 per side, per lean, so it would be technically 20. So the first thing is to lean this way. Okay, so the next one is I do lying down. So this is why I've got the pillow on this side now, because I decided to switch it so it could be easier for the camera. Gotta take this brace off. idea is to apparently go on my side. Not the easiest thing in the world. He said, keep this leg bent. To go up a little higher. I don't think my couch is long enough. Okay. Point my toe. This guy's gonna be my. Ow, 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 ow. Too much bending. You're in my way. Okay. Okay. Try this again. It's a lot of work. Okay. So he said to. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, raise my leg up like this and back down again. Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy, guys. Might seem easy, but it's not. And I gotta do 10 of these. Oh, I made it to 10. Okay. So he did have me try, like I showed you this morning when I was still in bed, where I was laying down flat and trying to raise my legs straight up in the air. Yeah, he didn't like what was happening because I couldn't get it up really far, and it hurt right here, which is where they kind of pulled the graft from to replace the ACL. So he said, no, we're not going to make you do that right now. So instead, he has me doing these side ones. So I got to do 10 of those. And then the next one is to roll back onto my back. Okay. And we're doing what he called a pelvic squeeze. So bend my knee. If I can get my knee to bend. Come on, knee. Work with me, man. Trying to get both knees even. Both legs even. Okay, and now what I have to do is I take my pelvic and I twist it in. So I push my lower back into the couch, apparently, and squeeze my buttocks. So rotating it in and then rotating it back. So I arch my back. And then back this way. And then rotate it back again. That's 2. And again, 10 of these. Rotate it back, squeezing the butt cheeks, and back again. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But what he tried to get me to do was actually lift my butt up so I was more flat angled and like pull up. But again, that seemed to pull on that spot I was showing you when I tried to raise my leg like this. It was pulling here and I could feel it. So he thought, it's probably not a good idea just yet to be doing that exercise. So he changed it to this hip rotational option instead. And, oh, I didn't quite do it right. So apparently I do the tilt and then back, and then squeeze my butt cheeks, and for 5 seconds, and then release. Okay, let's do this again. Here we go. We're gonna tilt back, and then arch, and now we're gonna squeeze these muscles down here to activate the glutes and stuff, and relax, and do it. And we're gonna do it again. Pelvic in, squeezing, pelvic out. And butt squeeze. All these muscles, trying to activate them. They don't really look like they are, but I swear I am trying to. And again, we're going to repeat this 10 times because I didn't do it exactly right the first time. So here we go. extra exercises that he gave me to do. So now I am going to go back and do them, the ones he gave me and the ones you saw me do earlier. I'm going to do those, so I'm going to start that now with the foot on the ground bending, and then also the leg resting, straightening, pushing my knee into the towel. And I'm going to repeat that 3 times now. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's do this. And then, of course, we're going to ice after. Always ice. Okay, so because I need to put this back on every time I stand up to do the angled exercises and the calf raise exercises, I'm actually going to wait till the end to do that and get all of these ones done. So any of the ones where I have to sit, I'm going to do those. Any of the ones where I'm laying down comfortably, I'm going to do those together. And then I'm going to do the ones where I'm standing up. I just realized that I have to put this back on, and to do this 3 times is going to be a real pain in the butt. So I don't want to be strapping myself in 3 times. Forget it. I'll do them after. So that's what's going to happen there. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this again, and we're going to do the 10 bending of my knee, and then I'm going to do 10 seconds of stretching my calf. After that, I'll do it again for 1 more rep. And then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do the one where my leg hangs to try and stretch it. And then I'm going to do the one with the towel wrapped under my knee as well, because I sit more comfortably. And then after that, I will do the new ones he gave me where I sit on my side and lay on my back with the pelvic trusses. And then finally, I will finish off by my last 2 sets of standing. Okay, here we go. And my husband's calling me, so excuse me. so I just finished icing my leg. Sorry, the GoPro ran out of battery and I didn't see any point in actually changing it because it was just the icing thing. So that's what happened there. So basically, yeah, I've had improvement over the last 7 days. My bend is better. I was at 40 degrees. Now I'm at 55 degrees bend in my leg. This one, obviously not this one. I've also increased it by 5 degrees of getting it straighter. So I was at 10-degree bend and I want it to be at 0 probably. But it's at 5 now. So I've also gained a bit on that as well. They've added more physio exercises to do, as you could see from the several I was doing before. I'm still doing all the things in bed when I wake up. I'm still going to continue with the meds that they gave me. And I'm going to continue using the ice machine. Originally, I was using it every hour. And then now I'm doing it about every 2 hours. And the odd day, I did only do it like 4 times because I was at physio and got busy and sidetracked it and forgot to do it. But the nice thing about the machine is if you actually leave this on your leg and you don't turn it off and just let it do its thing, it'll actually just restart again like every single hour. So it's a pretty cool machine. But yeah, so icing, keeping my leg up in the air, doing my physio, things like that. And it seems to be improving. I can't wait till Friday or Saturday when I take the bandage off, and hopefully that will allow me to have even more bend because I do find it is restricting on my skin and maybe putting some pressure on the wound. But at the same time, of course, it's helping it heal because it's not allowing any dirt or bacteria or infections or anything to get in. And of course, nothing's rubbing it so that the wound isn't getting injured or like, you know, pulling anything on it or, you know, anything like that. So yeah, so that's basically the update for the last 7 days. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye.